Welcome to the Behind the Xperienc Podcast with your hosts, Angela Foxworth and the Samara Poe, airing every Tuesday on the XOD Network.
Hello and welcome to Behind the Xperienc. I am Angela Foxworth and I am truly excited about being with you all today. Behind the Xperienc was created for you to get a more introspective look at who and what makes experience so unique. Now, I can't have all of the fun by myself. So I would like to introduce you to my amazing Behind the Xperienc co-host. Listen, she is not just a creator, but she is actually on the platform and she is our director of marketing. So please welcome the very beautiful and very talented Samara Poe. How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for that great introduction, Miss Fox, the one and only Angela Foxworth. I'm just really excited to be able to, really dive into what goes on behind the experience and, the world of our creators and all of the great things that they're doing and what they're up to. So I'm really grateful to be doing this series and launching it. And I'm also super happy to have Miss Gena Heelz here with us today. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm really good. So for those of you who aren't aware, Miss Gena Heelz is just producer, director, artist extraordinaire. Okay, she has tons of content available on the XOD Network currently. And today we just kind of want to talk about what goes on in her world, what life and entertainment is exactly, and, just her daily grind. So Miss Gena Heelz, I would love if you could introduce yourself to our audience today.
Hi, you guys. I'm Gena Heelz with a Z because I'm a zebra. It is so nice to be on this show, you guys. Pretty much, I created life and entertainment as a way of giving back and being able to assist as a bridge to uplift our people. I work with independent artists as well as other independent entrepreneurs, entertainers, humanitarians. And we just get together to compile a lot of things to get the message out. So say, for instance, an artist does music and, they want the extra exposure. I'm able to create a show and place things in that to be able to have it in rotation to get them that extra exposure. And what I like about XOD is that I'm able to do that on a global platform. It's a family, it's Black owned. I'm so pro-Black. It's Black History Month, so it's a holiday for me. And I'm just really grateful to be able to have that opportunity. I also make movies. We're currently in the process of filming The Eyes of a Woman and Man. And we also have another movie series coming to XOD on the 20th called the 50 and Older Club, which is a movie series that we work together with business partners to get together. So I'm long-winded, you guys. But overall, life and entertainment is what the name itself, life and entertainment. So whether it's music, whether it's movies, dancing, whatever is entertaining, being of service to other people. And that's what I aspire to be and to become, to be able to make amends in my life and my family history. And XOD, with my experience, give me that opportunity to do so.
Well, that is awesome. Listen, you say you're long-winded. I just say you love to give us the information that what we were going to ask you anyway. So you know what, Samara, now we can go. It's over. We're done. No, I am absolutely kidding. Listen, I thank you so much because that is what this platform is all about. It's about really getting to know you, getting to know the creator, And I love what you said, the fact that we are Black owned, that means a lot to us, and it is not to say, I always want to preference this. It is not to say that is all we bring, we want to come on this platform. We just love the fact that, in a time, especially with it being so divisive in today's society, it is beautiful when we know that we own something, we're coming together, and we're bringing everybody to the masses here. So that is extremely important. And I think that that's something that everybody needs to know. What I would love to say is that I love the fact that you said you're service driven, right? And that's something that you absolutely love to do. What is it about just this whole experience? You being life and entertainment, you actually being on a platform that does have a global reach. How important, what is the most important thing that you love about this whole process and what you're doing?
Being able to reach people from all over the world, being able to have access to different devices. Hey, you don't have this channel here, you don't have that network. Well, okay, it's available here, it's available there. And just being able to have that resource, to be able to have that readiness for each individual to be able to tune in, to be able to connect. And XOD has that service.
Nice. Yeah. And I think that just the fact that we are able to reach, like a global scale as a network, I really appreciate the fact that you are service driven, because you can do just so much within your community, but now you're really able to branch out to like these other countries, these other nations, and bring together, just everybody in a much more organic way, than if we weren't all connected on this global scale. So I was kind of interested in learning, like, when it comes to like you and like servicing the community, what exactly does that mean for you? What kinds of activities do you do? How do you, what does that outreach look like?
Well, pretty much with me, I sit down with multiple individuals and we go over their plan. We go over what they expect. What's their expectations? Who are their people they're trying to reach, which is the target audience? What type of statement are you saying? Will this be beneficial towards the community as well? Because I want to be in the business of uplifting, and I try to make sure that I'm around like-minded individuals as well. So some of these R&B and hip hop artists, they want to do the same thing, but the industry, the music industry, targets certain messages in music, right? So it's almost like what we're doing. We're in service of different genres. We try to keep an open mind to the things that we do, a worldly conscious aspect of it. So we try to be non-judgmental as possible. But sometimes we have to, especially in the entertainment business, reach that audience and what's going on right now. Mm-hmm. So I get to know the individuals I work with to see what their spirit is and to see how they really are. And to me, that's my service. Getting it, uplifting them, putting them on the right track, or they put me on the right track. Like, hey, this is what I feel is going on. This is what I want to do, and the message. And we go out there and we let that message be heard, And if we're doing things of God, then we walk by faith, and everything that we do is going to be blessed. It's going to be touched. But if they have that mindset that they just don't care about a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, you won't see Gena working.
Period.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. And one of the things that that I do see that you're very passionate about, of course, is reaching the masses and doing it in such a positive way. So how did that passion start? Like, what made you even start life in entertainment?
My parents, when I was younger, my mother and my father got me in Stax. I was one of the first students at Stax. I was at the Firehouse in jazz ballet and vocal classes. I opened up for Destiny's Child when it was the four of them here, modeled in Fat Form and Minute Maid. So my mom used to take me downtown on Beale Street, and they used to have live bands performing. And I used to be the little baby in a pamper, just shaking my butt. So I've always had a love for entertainment. And I never forget when my mom first got me my first VHS. Now, I don't know if I'm telling my age or not, but
I knew what it was.
Okay, so my very first VHS was The Wiz, and that was with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Nipsey, and from there with my love for movies, with my love for acting, and just being in performing arts, and they just kind of groomed me from there, and with my father being a pastor as well, he was like, well, you need to have something to fall back on. So he taught me the importance of having something to fall back on in the entertainment business, which is an education. So I got my education, I graduated, and when he passed away in 2009, I had to rediscover who I was, what type of impact I want to make on my life, what I want to be known for. And so my passion is to leave behind a legacy, to be able to break some of these barriers that was laid before us. And it just went from there. It just became a mission. It became a mission to be of service. It became a mission to hold on to the legacy of my parents, to, what they went through, and for me to break that curse to create generational wealth.
That's powerful. Seriously, that's powerful. I think that, a lot of people that do come to like XOD Network, for example, or just Xperienc as a company, so many of us are just driven by, wanting to create this legacy, wanting to own something that we can, pass down to these future generations, because, we have to be the ones to break these generational curses.
Yeah.
So I love that you're so in tune with that, and you're so in tune with your purpose and your mission. And yeah, like it's really awesome. So how well would you say that translates into the kind of content that you curate from other people?
I like the diversity that I have. With diversity comes an audience, and sometimes it's the message behind it. Big business, especially in entertainment, does these subliminal messages, and it's like the Pied Piper almost. They give you this while they're saying that. So I've been in entertainment a while, so I understand the message behind it. So I understand that they like hip hop. So yes, let's do the hip hop. But when you reach more into the message of it, especially with me, you're going to see culture. You're going to see love. You're going to see a lot of different things that, yes, babe, you could do this, but let's do it this way. You don't have to, quote unquote, sell your soul for this, And so with me, like with one of the shows that I have multiple shows, like each day or each segment is a different show. So you have like the Underground Vault, where there's the hip hop culture, and we have some that has diverse messages, Alana DeVille with, Now I'm Hot Y'all on Me, and she was talking about Eric Garner and the messages in that. And we have Daryl Chambers, Young Valley, that talks about what's going on and having mercy, and to the younger audience. And then also we have, I have movies that talks about a woman being abused and learning to become who she is in her individuality, and becoming strong. And the 50 and older club that's coming up about men that's growing up and going through their life changes in their 50s. I like that. I like the story behind it. I like messages, and if I'm able to do that and bring it out in my artistry, then I'm happy.
I love that. So listen, I'm over here getting goosebumps because you keep mentioning this amazing content, especially as it relates to the seasoned woman. Okay. And that's no offense to anybody else. But one of the beautiful things about experience and what I love to hear about our creators is the fact that this is where your content stays authentic, it stays original, and we can really delve into, changing the lives and the paths of so many different genres and ages. But specifically, I want you to give us a little teaser about this season, content that's coming for the over 50 woman. I love that because I'm over 50 and I don't know why people feel like we got to be ancient in order to enjoy and embrace our age. So please tell us, fill us in.
Well, it's a star-studded cast. Me and a couple of my business affiliates wanted to bring some diversity on my end to XOD because XOD has a lot of great people on there. So to me, it's like I got to keep, hold my own on here, And pretty much I'm not gonna give it away, but it's about the main characters in the movie. They grew up together and they made a pact within their brotherhood, that they were gonna always have like this player, this pimping going on or whatnot. But then as they get older, they get married, they have their families, and it's just going into their brotherhood from being childhood friends in the schoolyard to being adults having their family, and it's a comedy a little bit too. The trailer and the actual miniseries will be released on the 20th, so you'll get a chance to see that.
Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, I love when our content creators just release new content. And let me say something too. So whenever I log into social media, I always see Miss Important Heels has tagged you in a photo. Yes, I know that's right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to, this is a question I was dying to ask you for the longest, when it comes to like really promoting, all of the content that you have on your platform, you are a beast. And so I just kind of want to know, like, what is your process for that? How do you like choose, what to showcase? Like, what is your process like?
Well, I don't sleep really. So I know different times of days because we are global. Mm-hmm. Certain countries are up at night and certain ones, I have to not think, okay, well, I'm in Memphis, I need to promote during these times. I have to promote at different hours too, because they're probably up in Japan or up in Africa at a certain time. And so I just think about the time frame of my target, and I create my campaigns by that. I love Google. My company is really derived off of that with some of the stuff. So I do my campaign with my audience reach in certain countries as well. So I think mostly it's just keeping in mind the time zones when people are most active. And because XOD is global, I have to make sure that I am of service to those people that are global, because they may be asleep when I'm doing it Central Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, and they're over on another side of the world. So I try to get it in as much as I can before my body says good night. And so that's my thing there. Just be mindful of time, be mindful of the location, be mindful of the audience, and just give the people what they want. Create, keep a freshness to it. Mm-hmm. Keep a freshness, and don't stick to one thing. My father was a pastor, and I sung in the choir. But one thing I love about my father was he never judged me. Jesus even got down and walked with the prostitute and with the merchant. He got down and walked with the people. And then when you have a message, you can't stay in one spot. You got to get up and walk with people. You got to flow with like water. And as you flow, you create a density that can knock down things. You can't stay still. So if this is what's going on, you get out and you create something for those people, because then they start watching you. Then their attention is with you. And when you have the people, you have the power. You have what you need to be able to let your message be heard. And that was one of the things about our leaders, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Mahatma Gandhi, all these different great people. They were out there with the people, right? They went out there and they said their message to the people. They didn't stay in the church. They got out and they walked in the communities. And I think that with me, that's what I try to look at.
Powerful. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. It's so inspiring and it is definitely encouraging. And that's why we love our content creators. What you bring to the masses is so important and it's so beneficial. And I love that about what you do, Gena Heelz. Now, I know we're winding down and getting ready for conclusion time, which I could spend all day picking your brain and just hearing all of the amazing things that you have to do. But I really want you to speak to one of the, the creator out there or the person that's looking for a solution that Xperienc can provide to them. What would you tell them and encourage them about coming on board with us?
I would say that you're making the right decision. For the people that has been told no, and you've worked your entire life for this moment and for an opportunity to be able to have a platform to get your artistry out there, this is that. For the people that has been on the grind and people try to steal their ideas and you like, I don't want to tell nobody because they may steal it because you're an original. This is for you. This is for the originals. This is for the people that are authentic and will be respectful and cover you. And it's like a familyhood, not a brotherhood or a sisterhood. It's a familyhood here. Your content is safe here. It is yours. And that's one of the things that I really love about Xperienc on Demand and the people in it. And you won't regret it. You put in your work, you've been putting in your work, you keep on putting in your work, and you put it in just as much as you would on XOD or any other platform. We're giving away money going to YouTube and all these other things. You're giving away money. With this, is what you make of it. And I think that is a great investment. So for all the originals, for all the authentic people, risk takers, here you go. It's simple.
I love that. Man, you got it. You got it, man.
Yes.
So I think that pretty much concludes, I think, this interview. You really dropped a lot of gems today. Yeah. And I'm really excited to just go back and really just watch this interview because my hands were itching to take notes, but I'm like, no, I need to stay right here and pay attention. But we both just really appreciated, you being even our first interview.
Yes, officially.
It feels so good. You're number one, okay?
That's right. The first time is always the best time.
Thank you. Woo, I'm excited.
Thank you
so much. It's such an honor to be on here with you ladies. You're both powerful, beautiful intellects, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And for all of our audience members out there who are watching Behind the Xperienc, you can watch us here in all of our glory with our beautiful faces and video. But we do also have our audio format where you can listen to our interview, while you're on the go, in your car, cruising, all those kinds of things. So just be sure to follow us at XOD Network on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you follow us at Xperienc Tribe on Instagram as well, and join the Xperienc Tribe Facebook group as well.
That's right. And if you just want to join us, please drop us an email at join us at xperienc.tv. But also you can just go to our website, xperienc.tv, and click on the package that you want and get signed up. You don't have to wait for anything. We are here for you.
Thank you again so much, Gena. We really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you,
Gena.
And thank you all out there from hanging with us at Behind the Xperienc. You never know where we're going to show up or who we're going to have on our show, so we are so excited.
Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Behind the Xperienc Podcast with your hosts, Angela Foxworth and the Samara Poe, airing every Tuesday on the XOD Network.